Rated F for fucking awesome. Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Timothy Tim PSP. Got another PSP for you. And are you itching? Do you feel like you can't sit still? Are your feet filled with lead? Yeah? Well, if that's the case, then you probably want to see a doctor. But after you do that, maybe you'll play some Need for Speed. Huh? What do you think about that? Need for Speed, PSP, 128 gigs. And I am happy to show off another custom order. That was a request that I jumped on because what a shame it is that I don't have any, that I don't have a Need for Speed or a racing themed PSP on my channel. So my customer was nice enough to remedy that with this request. Here's the custom case with the satin clear coated decals. This is I'm not sure if you can tell. I think you can see it a little bit better there. It's a metallic red, and I am starting to, I used to order my own decals, and this is the first shot that you're seeing of me cutting things and doing them myself. I actually used to work in, you can see some of the reflection there. I used to work in a sign shop as a kid, and working with vinyl and stuff like that. And it was this high time that I started cutting my own decals so that I could be a little bit more, creative with what I do with each and every theme. So let me open this fucker up and show you everything it has to. Oh, wait, before I get there, you guys remember this? The fashionable nerd belt strap. I don't recommend you do that. Carry it around. I'm a pretty nice guy, but I might have to pants you if I see you walking around with your PSP straps to your side. Man, I hope nobody does that, because please don't do that with this PSP, because it would take it from cool to not cool at 0 to 60 seconds. I was going to try to make some racing thing. Anyways, let's check this PSP out right now.
I could have sworn you said meow.
Do I look like a cat to you, boy? Am I jumping around all nimbly-bimbly from tree to tree?
No.
Am I drinking milk from a saucer?
No.
Well, do you see me eating mice? Hey, you stop laughing right now.
This PSP is Need for Speed with a custom cop car theme. Okay, so here's the front. Pretty standard. I went with the, I was trying to think, let's do a Need for Speed PSP, but how can I do it with, and help to kind of keep costs down? See, I get a lot of questions about different themes and stuff. And first, we always have to start off with a different color PSP. Well, we have to pick one of the colors. And where that gets expensive is, especially nowadays, with retro gaming becoming more popular. Thank you, retro gods. The price of different colored PSPs, like the reds or the blues, that's going up, baby. The price is going up. And contrary to popular belief, I do not do full case swaps. Reason being is quality control from AliExpress and buying from China is terrible. It sucks ass. And for me to get sometimes a worthy faceplate, I have to order more than one. So you can imagine ordering a full housing, the swaps can be a nightmare, and you can wind up with a PSP that may not last for the long haul, and I don't do that around here. So I'm always hesitant to send something on its way, and it's really the reason why it takes so long with getting each one of them done. Some of my past customers can vouch for that. But it's because I try to get them as close to perfect as I can. And so far, everybody seems to be happy. But I cringe every time I let one go because I just want everybody to have a good experience. So, all right, let me show you the back. Did something special with the decals here. And you see what we did, or what I did. We've got Need for Speed and the stripes cutting. This is all clear coated decal, beveled and going around the edges. This is all cut very precisely, and there's an amount of clear coat even on these edge pieces. You see there, the UMD door still opens. And as far as I know, the drive is functional, although who uses a drive anymore? It's fun for a novelty. Now the ring here, I really like this, and it was a it's a new ring. I got a new replacement ring, and then I covered it in a carbon fiber style decal, and I thought it looked cool and kind of gave me the feel of like tire treads, and I'm just really happy with how it came out. I tell you, I probably should have gone with something a little bit more simple for my doing my first decals, but I was waiting to get the machine to cut the vinyl in the mail, and I was so excited that I already started thinking of ideas, and I came up with this, and I thought I'd try it. And what I found was the hardest thing to do was to get things even. I got 4 in speed on there pretty good the first time, but I must have cut need out, I don't know, like 10 times. I don't even want to think about it. There was little bits of white vinyl all around, but hey, I think it came out pretty good. Also, the accent with the shoulder buttons, giving that cop car the whirling lights kind of attitude going off there. So since this is 128 gigs, it is loaded with a shit ton of racing games, plus a lot of cool adventures, platformers, and stuff. Because this PSP right here, it's not just for one guy. It's for a guy and his girl they've watched some of my videos and got excited about a PSP, which that's really cool when people do that. And so he had his list. He wanted his racing games and stuff, and into some other things. And she definitely had the kind of games that she wanted. And you know what? With 128 gigs, you just get a lot of everything. But I was able to really do a nice folder of racing games on here. So let me turn the lights down and let you guys check out the software and the themes and the wallpapers and all that cool stuff. All right, let's check it out. Here we go, jumping right into the custom wallpaper and theme. Got some cars here for the icons and that cop car. I feel like that came out really good. It's a screenshot that I took of, God, I can't remember which Need for Speed game this was, because I looked at a lot of them. I think it was the third game. I'm not sure, but I was looking for good screenshots of cop cars, and this was a cinematic that I just pulled a screenshot off of on my computer. Sometimes I can find some cool stuff in like Google Images, and then I tweak that and edit it. And but this was something that I ended up just pulling a screenshot off of video and then bringing it into Photoshop and applying some filters and stuff so that the white text was still going to be legible. I hate it when there's a theme, but the white text on the background you can't see. Sometimes it's unavoidable. But I try to minimize that as much as possible. And I feel like this one came out pretty good. So, all right. So we've got old school stuff, and you're familiar with all of that. Make sure we've got sounds here. So nobody goes without that. I always do that. Everything's in here like you've seen before, so I won't take you through the entire list kind of one by one. Um, I always put the AVGN tribute because in a lot of ways I owe a lot to him because this whole popularity with retro gaming is in part due to him. So we've got the old school hacks folder. You've seen that. If you haven't, check out one of my other videos and jump right into some racing games where we start off with PlayStation 1. The first Need for Speed game, going into 2 and 3. And it was interesting that he asked for a Need for Speed themed PSP because I just had someone ask me for a PSP that had a lot of the NASCAR games on it. And so, well, fuck, man, that's driving. So I went ahead and added those on there too. Sorry, Need for Speed Rally and Rally 2 on there. And then NASCAR. And we've got I never knew that there were so many NASCAR games on the PlayStation 1. Like there is a fuckload of NASCAR games. So look at this. This whole folder is practically racing games, although to balance things out, I did throw in some other games in there. But I mean, this PSP is really set up for someone who loves racing games, as it should be. NASCAR Rumble. I've actually played that one. That's a fun game. We've got Gran Turismo on there. Hydro Thunder, an awesomely fun game. Here's a Hot Wheels game. Driver 2, very fun. Yeah, you gotta have Twisted Metal. I've got 2 and 4 on here, which I think are the 2 best. And then we jump into some original Grand Theft Auto and GTA 2. Going into now here's some of the games that I wanted to fill this folder out with, and some good stuff. Everything on here I consider good. So we've got Chrono Cross, some of the Star Wars games. Let's see, what do we got here? Rebel Assault and Worms, which is just a fun game, which I thought the missus might like. So, and it just keeps going, as the same thing with 128 gigs is you're able to just fit so many games on this PSP. We've got Resident Evil and Silent Hill. We've got some fighting games. Oh, whoa, Dark Forces on there again. Well, this is handy. Show you how to do that. You can just delete it. All right, so I'm glad I saw that. And I will be filling that space in with a yet-to-be-determined game. But, with so many games on here, you start looking at the file folders on the PC, and it all becomes a blur. Like, did I see that game on there before? Or was it from when I was looking at it before? So that's pretty much it. We've got all your PSP games and stuff. Just a major load of games on here. And I'm really happy to be doing a Need for Speed theme. You get so much with 128 gigs. But I know taking you through the entire list, honestly, I don't know how many of you would stick around for that. And if you would, I apologize. But I assume a lot of times people tune out when it gets to be around this point. But if you haven't tuned out and you want to get one of these PSPs, well, you know what to do. you need to shoot me an email at timothytimpc@yahoo.com, or you can contact me on the Facebook page, Timothy Tim PSP on Facebook. I think I am going to play some games right now. So I'll hear from you guys soon. Thanks everybody for watching. Man, oh, you know what? I'm not going to play because I just want to tell you guys. Here, let me turn the lights back on. I've got some stuff in the works. Let me just give you a heads up on some of the stuff you're going to be seeing soon. You're going to see Pokemon. You're going to see... What else is there? Sub-Zero is coming up. You're also going to see... So Pokemon Sub-Zero. I'm doing an update on the Darth Vader PSP. And I'm working on something really overkill. Hold on, let me reach over here. Epic, probably overkill. But you know how I like to do it. I'm doing an ultimate PSP Go mod, which I should mention that too. White PSP Go. That thing's going to be crazy. I think I'm going to try to break the bank on the memory. So I'll do that memory card hack. And so we'll finally get more on the PSP Go than the 16 gigabyte memory card limit. And I'm hoping to go 256, guys. That's my plan. And I hate to tease you about things, but I'm hesitant to show something when it is not ready. You know, I've done it a couple of times in the past, but all I'm going to say is I got something in the mail today for the Back to the Future PSP. If you're on my Facebook page, you may have seen me post a silver PSP that I want to do a Back to the Future theme on. And that one is my favorite movie. I love it so much. I'm excited. And I got something in the mail today, and you guys can just guess what came in this box that is actually so big I cannot get it in frame. Overkill? Yeah, maybe. Maybe just a fucking tad. All right, guys. Well, thanks for checking out the video. I'm happy that this PSP came out the way it did. The Need for Speed PSP done. Another one done. And customer's very happy with the photos. I always shoot the video before I send the PSP out, but the customer, he's the one that gets to see it first. He's the one that gets the full, to hold it in his hands and get to see everything. And then I post the video afterwards. I feel like that's the right thing to do. So, all right, guys, like I said, thanks for checking it out. And I will see you next time. Game on!
Game on!
Yeah, game on.